Hey guys, first off, happy Mother's Day out there to all you mothers, grandmothers, godmothers, dog mothers, cat mothers, whatever you are. Happy Mother's Day. Very great day. Weather's not really agreeing, but it's alright. We're in quarantine. It's a great day to stay inside with your families. Second off, sorry for the audio quality. I am basically screaming right now, and my parents are downstairs probably wondering what's going on. But my camera won't pick up audio really good. We're going to roll with it. And I am here to teach you today a skill that I feel is very lost in our society. I feel it's a skill that every guy should know. And ladies, it does not hurt, because if you have a date who doesn't know how to do it, if you are at a wedding with a +1, just want to dress up in quarantine, or maybe you have kids one day and you need to do this for them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to teach you how to tie a tie. There are many different knots out there. I'm going to teach you a really simple one that doesn't look bad. My dad doesn't know what knot it is. He thinks it's a full Windsor, but basically if you've heard of a poor man's tie or a fat man's tie, it's kind of one of those with one extra step to make it look very nice and clean, but it's super easy. I know I'm not dressed for the occasion. I haven't done this in 3 years, and this was the only shirt that fit me. So we're going to roll with it. And it's quarantine, so I'm wearing sweatpants because why not? And I just got out of the shower, so I got my hat on. Let's have fun. So to start, I had to mismatch more since I don't match at all and it looks crazy. I had to grab a bright, vibrant purple tie, because why not? Now on this dress shirt, you can't see it because there are none, but sometimes there's buttons right here. If you have those buttons, it's a very nice dress shirt. Hold on to that and iron it before you do this. Button those down, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the small part of your tie and go on the right side, and you're going to funnel it through and then pull it around, and you can pop the back of your collar just to make it easier on yourself, and then you'll funnel it back through under the button. It makes it a lot easier to hold on to, but if you don't have them, it's no big deal. So if you don't, you're going to pop your collar full time blown like it's the 70s, 80s, like you're right out of grease, and then now you're ready to go. Big part on the right side, small part on the left side. Now, a lot of ties will have a change in pattern, a small line, a little piece of fabric on the back, something to tell you where they've measured where to start, so you match up this part with it. This tie and a lot of cheaper ties don't have that. It's fine. A good rule of thumb is between your third and fourth button, depending on your size, length of the tie, you might do more. Just start around there, and then if you have to change it after, you'll know. So this tie does not have one. I'm going to start right by the third button. Another good rule of thumb, my tie ends in a pattern with black stripes going from thin to thick, and these stripes go thin to thick, so I kind of line up the pattern and it makes it match nicer when you tie the knot. But if it's just like a plain tie and it doesn't have a pattern, it doesn't matter. So to start, little guy in the left hand, big guy in the right hand. Start around that third button and toss it over. You're going to make an X. Now with your right hand, index finger on top, thumb finger on bottom. It doesn't really matter how much length you leave on this little guy. Obviously you want enough to grab, so this is too little and you don't want to choke yourself. I say a good rule of thumb is about the length of your index finger. It just makes it easier to grab later, but it doesn't matter. What does matter, and what a lot of videos do not show you, is make sure your thumb that's pinching this does not move. A lot of videos you watch will tell you how to tie it, which ways to move the tie, but they don't tell you how to place your hands, and that's a big part of making it easy and look nicer. So, to start, you got your X. You're going to take the big part and come through and throw it. This makes it fun, makes it easy to remember, and if you have a little kid, they're going to be sitting there trying to squirm and worm. Make it fun, they'll enjoy it. Now, that pointer finger, move up and grab that knot. Don't move it. Later on, when you have to finish the tie knot, that'll be a good placeholder so you don't mess up your knot. Now that you're here, take your left hand on the big part and put it under your right armpit. Trust me, it makes it easier. Bring your left hand over your right arm and bring your tie over and throw it to your left. Now, make sure the underside of your tie with the line is against the knot, and then that pointer finger that was there, now that you have your placeholder, keep it there. I know it's going to feel weird, it's going to look like the tie knot's not good, but keep it there. If you want to do 2 fingers, you can. That gap where your fingers are is going to be what makes your knot perfect. So now that you're here, bring it back through like you did, and instead of throwing it this time, where those 2 fingers are, you're going to open up. And you're just going to bring it through that hole and pull it down. And now that you're done, you got a nice knot. Some people don't like this part sticking out. If you don't, you can pull it up a little bit, move it around. To make the knot smaller, pull the big part. To bring it closer to you, this index part that you've been holding this whole time now comes in handy. Where those fingers were has held, you'll feel a little hole this whole time. And that hole is perfect because you have freedom to move your knot around. A lot of people who watch videos don't do that, and then when their knot's done, they don't like it, it doesn't look good, and because they don't have that holder, they can't fix anything that they have to. So now you'll get in a mirror, you'll make sure you're all centered, I'm just going to guess, and once it's ready, pop your collar down, and now you're not done yet. Little part is on the back. A lot of ties will have this loop, they break easy. If they don't have the loop, that's fine. Normally you tuck it in there so it hides nice. Sometimes with this knot, it's way too short, so a really good thing to do, this is my dad's favorite trick, between one of the buttons, slide it down in there so it's not bulky, and then bam, and you're ready to go. And what my favorite thing about this tie knot is, a lot of knots, once you're done, you gotta undo them, undo that, grab the knot fully, just grab it like a baseball, and pull down from the left side. Boop, and then, all you gotta do is take it off above your head, hang it. The next time you need to go, you put it on like a hat instead of having to watch this video 700 times on how to tie a tie. Yeah, that one was fun. There was a bunch of different tie knots. There's cool ones you can do, things that make you look sophisticated, things that go with better outfits. I think that goes good with everything, and it's a nice tie you can manipulate to look however you want. Yeah, happy Mother's Day, guys, and a couple days left of class. Let's get it. Okay, so right here, test it, and then if I stand at the first thing, test this volume, you do this, yada yada yada. Step up to here, test, do this volume, yada yada yada. Step up to here, which I bet I can move up. So I can get close and be like bam 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 bam. Hey guys, what's up? I am here in my sweatpants and shirt. I don't know how to start this.